I went to the Bristol Old Vic Theatre School, and then I was lucky enough to be chosen to join the company at the end of my training. And you joined for 2 seasons as an ASM, and you were trained, you were an apprentice, and you learnt your craft. And I was holding samovars for most of it, and spears. I was also a female spear carrier. I worked with the most extraordinary people in the most wonderful productions, fabulous directors, great stars, and I learnt so much. I couldn't have gone on to do what I eventually did without that background. And in those days, Bristol Old Vic was renowned as being the best rep in the country. And it attracted huge stars, so that when you went to London, people were very impressed that you had actually performed at the Bristol Old Vic Theatre Royal. The theatre itself is exquisite, I think. It's got a ghost, which I've used to find absolutely fascinating. And if I remember correctly, it had the thunderball just above the gods, which was used from the 18th century. And it's just so full of history. And it is a very beautiful, beautiful theatre. The building now, I went there a couple of years ago, and I was shocked, actually, as to how run down it had become. The foyer, for instance, which is modern-ish, used to be buzzing, and it just seemed so dead and depressing, actually. So you'd think, well, why would one want to go to the theatre there? Because if you're not welcomed from the beginning, it just has changed so much. And I think it's imperative that money is donated to restore the theatre back to its former glory, because it is part of our heritage. It's an incredibly important part of our heritage, and it seems to me just another example of how our culture is being eroded everywhere. I feel very strongly about it. I lived in Bristol for 4 years, so I have a huge affinity with it. And I'm very proud of the Bristol Old Vic, and I'm very proud and honoured that I was a part of it.